here we want to write the fraction as a percent, which is 1/12. So if you were doing this division, you would take 12, and then we would divide it into the value of 1. Now 12 goes into 1 0 times. So then that means, since there's no other number after the 1, we're going to have to add a decimal place and then add another 0 here. And we got to ask ourselves, how many times does 12 go into 10? Well, again, the answer is 0. So now we're going to add another 0 here, and then we're going to ask ourselves, well, how many times does 12 go into 100? Well, the answer is 8, because 8 times 12 is going to give us 96. Now, when we subtract, we're going to get a remainder of 4, because 100 minus 96 is going to give us 4. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then add another 0, bring down the 0. So how many times now does 12 go into 40? Well, the answer is 3. So therefore, 12 times 3 is 36. 40 minus 36 is going to give us a remainder of 4. Add another 0, bring the 0 down. 12 goes into 40 how many times? 3 again, which is going to give us 36. And again, we're going to get a remainder of 4. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write this out where you can see that this 3 is now going to continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this out to 6 decimal places, because usually it helps just to go that far. So we're going to write 0.08333. Okay, now all we've done right now is we've converted this to a decimal. Okay, and we're asking to write this fraction as a percent. And then also down here it's telling us to round to the nearest hundredth as needed, meaning that we need to round the percent to the nearest hundred, meaning that your final answer. So you don't want to round yet until you convert it to a percent. So remember that when you convert this to a percent, you need to multiply this by 100%. So that means you need to move it over to the decimal place twice to the right. So therefore, we end up getting 8.3333%. Now that we have this, now we need to round the percent to the nearest hundred. So if you look, the value of this 3 is the rounding digit that is in 100th place. And this 3 is in the thousandths place, which is the testing digit. This is going to tell us whether we need to round up or keep it the same. In this case, since it's 4 or below, we're going to keep it the same, and therefore we end up getting 8.33%. So therefore our answer is 8.33%. Now also, if we wanted to do this on our calculator, we can do that. We can take 1 divided by 12, and then it also gives us that number. We just need to make sure that we have the calculation correct, and again, don't round until the very end of what you're looking for.